You know the type of guy that was a jock in high school but ended up becoming a huge nerd? You know, someone that's not afraid to make a fool of themselves on the internet. And someone that likes to shoot Polaroid a little too much. Did I say huge nerd? You know, just an ordinary, everyday guy. Well, that's me. I'm just another Chris. You guys, I kind of have a problem. This just showed up today. I'll show what this is in just a minute. But I didn't plan on talking about that today. But first, welcome into the show. How are you doing? Leave some comments. Let's chat. Let's hang out. I'm going to talk about some stuff that just should literally show up in the mail today, and some stuff that showed up yesterday, actually. And so after all that, when we get done ththrough that, what am I trying to say? When I get through done this, man, I can't even speak today. Because I got thrown off by that box. But when I get done with this, we're going to move over to a Q&A little sesh. What do you think? What do you think? Got some questions? I got the A's. Wait, that's not how it goes. You got the Q's, I got the A's. That's how it goes. So welcome in. Hey, what's up, Rigo? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hey, I did just get my black and white film from B&H. It was lost in the mail, I guess, but they tracked it down and it showed up a couple days ago. So there's an update on that. Also, studio upgrade, not really. I've had this in the studio. I have multiple sets in here, and I was shooting the video, and I had to move one of the cameras to do the shot, and I accidentally created this shot. Hey, how's it going? So that's a thing, I guess. That's here. I didn't really spend much time setting it up, but I have an extra camera that's pointed this direction. I thought about actually using this as another like B-roll cam, more towards the table, so you can see stuff a little bit, like the larger stuff better. But anyway, that's will come later. So anyway, welcome in. I know. Look, I also moved my tablet to send comments because I can only see half the screen. But yes, finally, I'm excited because I've never shot black and white before, instant photography. So yeah, I'm excited to try that out. I have some Polaroid. I've just never shot it. I need to do that. Maybe I'll do a black and white review video, and I'll shoot it in black and white. Well, you can't really shoot in black and white anymore. You just turn the settings to black and white. I think that'd be pretty fun. Let's do a noir episode and shoot only black and white. Oh, I should do a noir episode reviewing color film. That'd be funny. But anyway, okay, I digress. Cool shot, but where's Batman? Oh, I forgot to go and try and find a Batman figure. So I used to have a Batman actually on the set about a year ago. I sold it. Somebody was wanting it, so wasn't able to find another one. I don't even know if I have another Batman, but anyway, digress again. So what we're talking about today is mail time. I got some things in the mail. Of course, I'm buying up Polaroids, and the box over there that I just got today is another Polaroid, but it's a super unique and super odd camera that technically can't be used anymore, but I think I found a hack that'll work, so I'll talk about that later. But I picked these up on Facebook Marketplace. This I got on eBay, but I'm showing you this because the Polaroid content is really taking over the channel, because I like shooting it. It's super fun, and it's just I enjoy it, and it's a passion of mine, and I want to share it with you guys, and you guys have been loving it. So that's awesome. This isn't going away. That was something that somebody did ask me when I released yesterday's video. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday's video. If I was going to be getting away from the camera reviews of Polaroid and all that stuff. But that's not what's happening. What's happening is I'm adding in some content that's coming in the future. So that's what you guys are looking forward to. If you haven't seen the video, I talk about finding like buy, selling, trading stuff to fund your hobbies, or even just make a few extra bucks. So that is something you know got looking forward to coming soon. I was going to try this setup. So to send comments, so like this, I have a tablet to do it, but I had it over here. I thought I'd try it here. I don't know what I was thinking. I can only see like half the screen because of the way the table's in the way, so bear with me. Yeah, anyway, going back to that. So yeah, Polaroid is definitely taking over. It's not going away. It's still going to be coming. I've got a couple videos already done and shot, uploaded that are coming soon in the Polaroid world. But I also want to go kind of back to some of the other stuff that I was doing, which was like film related content. So like I've done medium format film. I get to do a 35mm video, and I bought a camera. It's over there somewhere, and I've been shooting with that. I do film photography as well, and I really wanted one of these because Dave, if you're in the house, not Top, if you're in the house, you turned me on to this. He sent me a photo of a 35mm film camera. That's a freaking soda can. Holy crap, that is awesome. And so I'm going to be doing a video on this coming up. I just got this in the mail. And yeah, these are kind of rare and expensive. They are loose on average about $60 to $80 for one of these. I mean, you can find some deals for like 40 bucks if you're lucky, but there isn't hardly any of them even available to purchase. So if you have one that you want to sell, you can kind of name your price on the thing, which is pretty, kind of has its pros and cons there. But I found one in the package, as you can see, which is perfect for a YouTube channel because I can do an unboxing video of it as well as a full review. And it has film. I mean, it's really expired. I think it expired in I can't see it. I saw it. Where was that? Wait, I know I've seen it. It was like 2001, I think. Ah, there it is. 2001. Wait, I'm there. I'm on this camera. I gotta get used to that. 2001. There's the film. Expiration. I'm definitely gonna shoot it. And it's only 12 exposures, which is kind of lame. But I guess it was like a sample, like starter kit to give it a shot. So, we got too many buttons to remember now. There we go. So this is going to be coming soon. I am really, really excited to try this out. Probably using this next week. Shoot a video, unboxing it, and it'll be the same video. Be in the same video, and then I'll be going and out probably with my friend Jordan and shooting with this. So that's pretty cool. And I also got today. This right here. This is a Coca Cola 35mm disposable camera, which is interesting. I accidentally bought it thinking it was something else. So here we go. I thought it was something else. They do make, which is weird, film, or they made film. It was a 3-pack 35mm film. I thought that's what this was, but it's not. It's just a disposable camera. What I think I'm gonna do though is, where's my button? There it is. What I think I'm gonna do is open the box, but remove the film from the camera and put it in this one, and then shoot it that way. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. But the expiration date on this, check this out. Wow. Can you read that? What does it say? October 01? Is it October 1st or is it October 2001? I think it's 2001, to be honest. But it's kind of interesting. And it has those extra numbers at the end of it. Normally it has like a month and a year. So I don't know, I was confused by when this was even expired. But it's definitely expired. Because I think this was made in 2000. Oh wait, no, not even in the 2000s. 1998 is when this came out. So definitely that film is really, really expired. I'm curious to see what type of film is even inside. Is it Kodak? Is it Fuji? I mean, I doubt Coca Cola actually had their own branded film ever that I know of. So we'll see. I might crack it open and shoot it that way. So there's that. I wanted to let you guys know that this is still stuff that's going to be on the channel. And I've already shot a disposable camera. Well, I haven't shot the video part of it yet, but I've shot most of the photos. It's over there. I went to New York and I walked around with a disposable camera and shot some photos. So that it will be a video coming up soon. Whole disposable camera series, maybe? We'll see. Definitely a video or two for sure. So the other cool stuff I picked up were these, and these are going to be in a Flippin' Geeks episode. Yeah, that is coming. If you guys didn't see the last video I put out, I teased bringing back an old show I used to do on a different YouTube channel. And the show was called Flipping Geeks, going out, finding some deals, flipping it, making some money, things like that. But what I'm going to do is not necessarily go down the same path or the idea focus as what I was doing over there. I'm just going to kind of take the angle of how to keep your hobby going, as far as keeping it funded, because especially shooting Polaroid and instant photography is very expensive. So I'm going to show you guys how to alleviate some of the debt that goes along with your hobby. So there you go. Sorry about that, wrong button. Could you imagine cracking that open and the canister is a little Coke can? It is a little Coke can. Is that what you mean? Because this guy right here, it folds up. It's kind of like a spy camera in a way. But that is a Coca Cola can. So the way it works is you literally twist the top here, and it advances the film. And then where's the button? I don't know where the button is. Oh, there's the button. The button's just right there. And you take the picture. It has a flash. And the batteries go in the back somewhere. And this battery is toast. But yeah, it is a can. And it's not quite the same size as a can. It's a little bit bigger, but not by too much. I did a little comparison. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to give that a shot. Yeah, so this stuff here is going to be a new video series coming out called Flipping Geeks. And I found these, just a little teaser, on Facebook Marketplace. The listing said $15. And I was like, is that for both, or is that just for each? So I was able to, long story short, get them for $20 for both of them, and which is a great deal. $10 each. They're worth, I mean, I see these go for like $50, maybe even a couple of dollars more. This one's about the same. I've seen as high as $75 each for these. That's a great find. I don't need these cameras, even though they're really, really cool. I have a couple other ones, and so I'm just going to sell these. That way I can buy more film to continue the hobby. That's how it works. That's the game. Anyone can do it. You just gotta search, put in a little time and effort. So there you go. I mean, that disposable camera, the film spool has a Coke can. Oh, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty freaking cool. I'm gonna crack it open for you guys so we can take a look. Here we go. Hey, it's double sealed. I did not expect that. You can't even look at it. It smells it smells really weird. It almost kind of smells sweet. Oh, it's gone now. That's weird. Maybe it smelled like Coke at one point. I don't want to open it yet because I don't know when I'll be able to shoot this video. Probably will shoot it maybe in a couple weeks. We'll see. But that is interesting. Now, I want you to see what I got today. The other thing, I have a problem, you guys. But I'm pretty excited to give this a shot. What I present to you is a Polaroid camera that's meant for the medical field. Yeah. I bought this on impulse on Etsy. Of all places, and I've seen it before online, and they are actually kind of worth some money just for the novelty of it all. But what I didn't know is this is a Spectra film camera, and as you know, Spectra isn't being made anymore. So your first thought is you can't shoot it anymore. False. You can technically, kind of. So inside of here was a pack of film. It still had the dark slide on it, so theoretically there's a full pack of film. That's probably no good. However, I'm not interested in the film per se. I want the case seeing the empty pack of film, because I can put in regular Polaroid film into that in a dark changing bag, and swap in the battery, which is pretty cool. I didn't know this. Let me move these out of the way and show you what I'm talking about. So on the bottom, this is where you power the camera of a Spectra, which I've never shot Spectra before, which I wanted to, but I got into the game too late. They are here's a regular Polaroid film pack, but as you notice, those are lined up in the same spot. So theoretically, you could put one of these in here. It wouldn't eject the film, but you could power it. And so I tried that earlier today, and it worked. Let's put it in. It's kind of janky. I think that's it. Right there. But it doesn't eject, which is interesting. I gotta mess around with it. But I had it working earlier, now it's not gonna working. But it was really cool because it has almost like these lasers that come out. It's not real lasers, it's more of like a light beam. And when you look through the viewfinder, you move this back and forth, and it tells you if you're in focus or not. It's really neat. And it's only. Let me back up even farther. What was this used for? Well, I'm going to do an entire video on the history of this camera. But it was used for mostly for like documenting for like dentistry, like teeth and stuff. So it's a macro SLR camera, and you can get pretty freaking close. But it's also a 1-to-1 aspect ratio film camera. So what that means is if you take a picture of, let's say, your eye, and you eject it out, it's the same scale if you held up the picture to the eye. So if you could get the whole frame of the head in the shot, which you couldn't, but if you could and you had printed it out, it'd be the same size as another person's head. It's unique in that regard. But you could do portraits with this from a decent amount of distance away. So I want to experiment with that, but for some reason now I can't get the power back up for this demonstration. Let's see what I can do. Since it doesn't have to like line it up in the center. Come on, baby. Don't fail me now. I had you working earlier. There we go. Maybe. It was working earlier, I swear. I promise you. I know you're worried about it. I will get this. Wait, is that it? That might be it. No, it doesn't. Of course, they can't get to work, but I guess it's irrelevant. I will save that for the demonstration when I do the review of this camera. Oh, there it is. Now I got it. Yeah, okay, we're powered up now. I wonder if it'll actually work now. I think it's trying to eject, but there's no film, so it's having a hard time. I should probably take that out. But hey, it works. It works. I thought it was burning. Okay, we're good. We're good. I didn't break it. So yeah, I picked this up for $60 off Etsy. If I wanted to flip it, I think it's worth like 150 plus. It's pretty cool. But I'm going to try and get it when working order again and actually film. Actually, use some film, because you could put this into the film from this into a Spectra film case, and you'll be able to still use it. I've seen some hacks for other Spectra cameras. I don't know why this wouldn't work. Just the same. And also, I kind of want to see if this film works. But the battery is dead in here, so I can replace the battery with one of these. It looks like it's the same one. Let's promise. That's Paco the taco downstairs barking at some animal. So, that's Paco. Making his appearances when he can. If you can hear him, which I'm sure you probably can. Anyway, that is pretty cool. I've got some fun stuff in the mail, still coming. Like I said, I have a problem. And Paco's having some big old problems. Anyway, so before I dive into the Q&A part of this, because that's what we're going to be doing. Paco, oh my gosh, man, you must see somebody out there. You see somebody out there. What was I saying? Oh, anyway, yeah. Before diving into the Q&A stuff, wait, man, he's really got me derailed. Because I'm wondering what he's barking at. Anyway, so before we dive into the Q&A, have your questions ready. I'm going to be talking about some stuff right before this, which is pretty exciting. We've got, and it also comes with the instruction manual. It's pretty neat. But we have, oh my gosh, Paco, you're killing me, son. Hang on, let me go see what he's barking at. I will be right back.
Good world going bad.
He was barking at absolutely nothing, as usual. All right, so back to it, shall we? So yes, I want to talk about some stuff that's coming up down the pipeline. Some things I'm pretty excited about, and it's one of these right here. Yeah, for you guys that don't know this, which you might, I mean, if you're here, you probably know what this is. But I picked up a one of the very original. Oh my gosh, Paco, you're killing me, son. One of the original Polaroid pack film cameras. And as you notice, there's some film. Because I have some film. Paco, you are killing me, dude. Come here. You want to say hi? Is that what it is? Come here. You want to say hi to the 5 people? He thinks he's in trouble now. Here he is. Here's the culprit. Here's the culprit. What'd you see out there, huh? Did you see something scary? Yeah. That's Paco. Anywhoots. Okay, so I found some FP100C on Facebook, like, gosh, 6 months ago or so, right? For $15 for the pack. And I'm like, I need to get that. I don't own a camera, but I at least gotta try it because that's super cheap. I could sell it for worst case scenario for a lot of money because the pack of that costs about $100. So I tracked down a camera and it didn't work. It turned out to be broken. And a friend of mine turned me on to one of her friends, which is 20th Century Camera Film Crew, local guy, super cool, builds his own cameras. I believe he even has an Etsy where you can sell, or excuse me, you can buy some of his custom cameras, like 4x5 cameras and things. They're really cool. He's a really cool guy. And he hooked me up with this camera, and it works, which I figured it would. Plus, he showed me some example photos and whatnot. So I have a video coming out on this and on, you know, what pack film is and all of that. And it's going to be like one of the only times I'll be able to actually shoot this. But I did also fork out some cash and bought 2 more boxes of the film because it's pretty fun. I've only shot a couple photos out of it so far, and I'm going to show you them right now. Here's the very first shot I took. It's a little dark, but it's of my friend Jordan. It's a little dark, but hey, it was my first shot. It was my first try. The second one wasn't much better. Here was the second one. The viewfinder was killing me though. And then my third one was worse. And then my fourth one, which is the last one I've taken, was much better, but still that viewfinder, man, was killing me. Look at that. I had this head framed way up here, and it's cropped out so much of it. Like, super bummed. But that was honestly pretty, like, surprisingly how like fun. Whoop, wrong button. How fun it was to shoot with this film. I always kind of wanted to, but I didn't think. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's really fun. I wish I had a better camera. I mean, this is a great camera. This is the 250 with the Zeiss lens. So like it's apparently one of the better ones, but it's still, you know, it's on SLR, so framing is still an issue, and it's an automatic camera. I would love to try and track down a, you know, like maybe like a film, like a, what do they call those, the Mamiya cameras with the instant back, but I only got 2 packs to shoot, and then that's it, and then I have this camera. But I guess I could use or swap the back out for like a medium format. Maybe I'll do that. That might be pretty fun. So yeah, I've already shot some of this video, so that's shot that this week, so you got that to look forward to. And then what else do I got coming down the pipeline? I have the full in-depth review of the Mint SLR 670S done, so that's coming out next week. That's pretty cool too. And spoiler, I'm actually selling the camera. Not because the camera isn't any good. It's actually great. It's just, well, I'll save that for the video. Hopefully you guys like that, because it really is a cool camera. It's a SLR full manual control camera. I mean, over the shutter, that is. You can't control the aperture, but it's still really, really, really neat. And you can also shoot both film types in it. So SX70 film and 600 film, which is even cooler. So yeah, there you go. You guys, thank you guys. Do you guys, what am I trying to say? You guys have any questions? I know I don't normally stream on Fridays. I'm trying to do them on Wednesdays. And so I'm curious to see if you even still get the same amount of people as last time up in here, because you guys had some awesome questions last time, and so I'm here to answer any and all things. Doesn't even have to be about instant photography. You can learn more about me if you want. That is what's going on there, and I can try out some more with this camera shot. I don't think I'm gonna keep this. It was just like an after random fun, like, hey, here we go. I don't even have the background for that corner like set up properly for this angle, and hopefully I'm in the right focus area. There we go, maybe right there, maybe right there. Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Yeah, probably won't. You can't see it, but over here is another set that I have that this is for technically, and I've been using it. Well, I haven't used it in a while, but I was using it for my super duper secret company for things that will eventually come out soon, but it hasn't been used in a long time. So when I was moving it to film, actually the pack film video, because I have a little drop down backdrops over there that I was shooting Jordan with, so like this shot was right there, and so I had to move the camera out of the way. It's a terrible shot, but I didn't have anywhere else to do to get this angle. It was really bad, and so what I did was I moved this camera to help with it, and I moved it this way, and then afterwards I noticed, I'm like, wait a minute, maybe I could use this for some other shot for this show, live show that is, but I don't think I'm going to keep it. What do you guys think? Should I? Should I not? Should I just stick to this one over here? And then the top down shot? All the shots? I should. I mean, I want to get another one. A shot over in the top corner up here. You can't see it. I don't know why I was trying to. Like a top down view of the studio. Wait, I'm over here now. So I want to do that, but also I don't at the same time, because the studio's a mess. I have to have it clean every time I want to stream, and it's rarely like spick and span. I don't have a lot of room. I mean, I got a decent amount of room, but I'm trying to do too much with the space that I have, and so it's cluttered. It doesn't look good on camera, and I really need to fix that, but we'll see. But I think it'd be really neat to show you guys like a behind the scenes shot of everything, because I do have a really wide angle lens that it would look pretty cool up there. I do have an extra camera that might work, but it's not really intended to be mounted like up in the corner. So it's just the post office or the UPS man. He's already been here. I don't have any more packages coming. I don't think so. I don't think I have more packages coming. Paco's like ready to go. He's like staring and waiting for a knock. But there is no knock. There's no knock coming. I swear I don't have any more stuff coming today. I do have like I have 2 more things coming that I'm actually really, really excited about. And I'll tease it. It's a Lego camera. Yeah, it's a digital camera, but it's Lego. And it's not what I guarantee you, it's not what you think. It's literally Lego bricks like stacked up, but and there's a digital camera inside of it. It's really cool. It's probably really crappy. It's a novelty, but I'm pretty excited for that. So I'll be doing a video on that as well, and I'll show you guys when that comes in. And I randomly found a pack of Stranger Things film, the theme packs, and on Facebook for $9 free shipping. Come on, son. Like, I need even more of it. I already have like 8 packs, 9 packs of it just laying in the freaking fridge. But you know, $9, can't pass it up. Does a close-up of a different figure each episode sound crazy? Does a close-up of a different figure. What's that mean? Oh, I know what you're saying. Like Deadpool can, BB can. Oh, that's actually maybe I could do that. So, fun fact. You guys probably don't know this, but can you see it from here? Right down here. Right there. Do you see that? You can see the tip of it. It's funny you should mention that, Paul. Well, first of all, welcome in, Paul. How's it going? Check this out. The video is up on this channel. You can actually go watch it. But it was intended for another Facebook brand that I had. I owned a retail shop. It was called Showroom Collectibles. I've talked about it multiple times by now. I sold the shop back in 2018. I opened it in 2013, 14, somewhere in there. And I did Facebook Live sales. Sold a bunch of stuff, right? And I promise this has something to do exactly with what you just said. Promise. And so anyway, I did Facebook Live sales. I was known for like good deals and just having awesome shows. People loved it. It was freaking amazing. I miss doing those. They were fun. But somebody bought something for me for $10. 10 whole dollars. Whew. Rich blood from that guy. And he got it. It was brand new in the package, and he claimed that it was so dirty there was chia growing out of it and wanted his money back. He didn't tell me any of this until I randomly received a package, and I messaged him and told him, hey, I got your package returned. I was like, no, you didn't. I sent it back. I want a refund. It's like, whoa, I didn't even know about this. And he started yelling at me, doing all these crazy stuff, got people involved to like write negative reviews on my page. Long story short, I gave him a refund. That wasn't good enough. Anyway, now back to what you just said. So what I did was I took it upon myself to... what was I saying? Okay, yeah, I took it upon myself to not retaliate, but to come out ahead of this really bad situation that was going on, because he was having all his friends not know anything, just write 1-star reviews on Facebook for my business. So I did a video explaining it in a comedic way. And so what I did was I took that figure and I decided to try and grow chia out of it. You can watch the video. It's on the channel. You have to go back like a little while. I think the title of the video is called So Dirty It Had Chia Growing Out of It. Something like that. It's from probably 3-4 years ago. Yeah. And I tried to grow chia out of it, and I did a checking in with chia thing, because that figure had So Dirty, tried to grow chia out of it. Spoiler, no chia grew out of it. But down there, I have the actual figure still on the set to this day, and it has a little plaque on it. There's the figure. Oh, I can actually, well, it's kind of buried back there. I can't get it. There's stuff blocking it. But, and I would check in with it every episode of my live show. I'd be checking in with Chia, see how he's doing today. So, there you go. There's a random factoid about having a figure cam, because I actually had one of those back in the day. So, I think it'd be kind of fun to do something like that again. But, like, it was always like a joke to check in with them to see if anything has grown out of it. So people really enjoyed like seeing if it would, and people would still bring it up every now and then, even after like I stopped doing it, because it was literally, there was nothing happening with it. People would still ask about, hey, is there any chia growing out of it? But I like your idea of something else. I don't know what I do. I guess every episode it'll just be something random. I guess I could do. I do have a long lens I could put on that one so I can get real zoomed in. I wonder what I can start with. Paco, you're killing me, son. Come here, Paco. He's killing me. Yeah, checking in with Chia. The Chia check-in. It was great. It was so much fun. Yeah, that was just one way I turned a negative into a positive for business, because it happens all the time with businesses where you, people will just cause problems, and a lot of times businesses will either try and fight back, which is the worst thing you could do. It always makes your business look bad, no matter what you're doing. So I even took a risk doing the way I did, but I released it and not one person hated it. Man, oh my God, it was amazing. But I did it in a way where it wasn't like, I don't know, it's hard to explain unless you watch it to really understand with it. But yeah, that was the only time I really had any issue with somebody during a live show, or an issue with any of my stuff that I sold. And maybe because people were afraid to do anything, because I would call them out, I guess. I don't know, but it was pretty fun. Yeah, a dog cam. Yeah, I know. But Paco here can't hold still long enough. I do have another dog. His name's Bandit. He would work. He's like Eeyore. He just sleeps around, hangs out. He's old. He's retired. I do have a cat. That's a long story. But she's never around. She just does her own thing. I don't even know where the hell she's at right now. But I kind of want to show you the thing. Oh man, I wish I had my computer. I'm like 20, well, not 20 feet. I'm probably like 10 feet away from my computer, and I don't have a keyboard mouse, because I could throw up my desktop and show you the video myself, but I don't have access to it. It was pretty funny. I was pretty proud of it. I was pretty proud of how that one turned out. Yeah, if you're interested, go check it out after the show. But yeah, dog cam would be cool, but they're never in the same spot. They're never just like in a spot. I also thought about doing like a, well, I don't want to give out too much, but I do have a fun, nope, I don't even want to say that because they'll give it away. I got a really fun thing planned for next month. I think you guys will enjoy. But I've thought about doing take a photo, like a Polaroid, that takes the longest to develop. Take a photo at the start and then just like have a cam going the whole time. You know, like have it set up, and then you guys can watch it develop. Maybe even do like a guess that Polaroid or something like that. You know, like Pokemon days. You know, like guess that Pokemon, right before commercial breaks, and then everyone throws in their guesses and they lock it in, and they'll like cut away, and then they go about our business, and then like whoever got it, like, you know, like I'll throw out hints, and whoever gets it right wins like a T-shirt or something. That'd be pretty fun. But I really have to figure out like a day because I've only started doing these weekly live shows. This is the second one, right? Yeah, third one, second one. I don't know, not too many. So I got to figure out a day and time every single week that way you guys know to show up and you know to come here and expect something cool. And I haven't quite figured that out. So Friday at 3 p.m. Does it work? I know when I had my store, it was Sundays at 5. It was beautiful for everybody. But that's a different audience entirely. So I don't know if that's good for you guys. I want to say it's Pacific Standard Time. I know a lot of my viewers are from the US, but I do have a lot from the UK. And so I got to figure out time slots. And when I had my store, it was pretty much everybody was from the US that watched the show. So it was really like 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern, you know, so it worked out. I gotta figure out a great time for that. Yeah. What's happening there? Was it my system or my streaming software had an update? Now I have these like green things. Oh, that's cool. So it shows if I have pushed your comment on screen now, so I know if I missed one. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I never noticed that before. Or it was there the whole time and I just didn't know. Probably. Oh no, what happened? That camera just froze. What? Hey, good thing I have a backup camera. Glad I set it up. That camera just straight up froze. Is it? Yeah, we're still streaming. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to go reset that camera, I guess. Because it totally froze. Let me go and fix that real quick. BRB.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what happened. It's not coming back. It's just frozen there. So good thing I set up this backup camera. I have to reset my software to see if it's that. Man, I'm just having some technical difficulties today. That's frustrating. But hey, at least I have this backup camera. Rico says, you should need mirrorless. Yes. So this camera right here is the Panasonic GH5. I've been using that camera for years. One of my favorite cameras, actually, of all of the times. And then my other cameras that you're watching, this one, and then the lovely one that froze. It's fine. It's working out here. It's definitely in the software. I'm running on a capture card. I'm hoping the capture card didn't go out. So that wouldn't be fun. But these are all Blackmagic cinema cameras, so they're mirrorless. So, and then I do have DSLRs as well. I have a Nikon D810, and then I have another Nikon like 5500 or something like that. But those are DSLRs. So yeah, I shoot mirrorless. If you haven't checked out my top 5 favorite things of 2020, I talk about a little bit of mirrorless stuff in that as well. I know I talk about just like analog stuff on this channel mostly, but in my professional career, if you want to call it that, I shoot pretty much straight, just obviously mirrorless stuff. I use my GH5 and my Blackmagic in conjunction because they complement each other very well, and they won't break the bank with these cameras. So if you are looking to really get into shooting digitally, I recommend those 2 cameras. And the GH5 has been out since 2017. It's a beast of a camera and holds up today like no other. You can pick them up now for pretty cheap. You can pick up a new one, I think, for like maybe $1,500, maybe less. You can grab a used one for like $1,000 or under, and I highly recommend it. I love the GH5. What about 35mm? Instant film got me shooting all sorts of film. I hear that, son. So I did a video already in the past on, if you weren't here at the beginning, you might have missed it, but I talk about that a little bit. But I did a video on my Yashica D. Is it Yashica or Yashica? It's either Yashica or Yashica. But it's a medium format camera, film camera. I love that one, 120 film. It's really fun. And I also have a 35mm. It's just out of reach, so let me see if I can grab it. It's right here. It is this guy. It's a Nickermat. I picked this up for $10 at like basically a thrift store. It was a secondhand like buy sell trade store. It was in a bin. It said all cameras $10 each, and I'm like, this thing's like a beast. I'm like, there's no way this doesn't work, and it does work. Yeah, so I've been shooting on this. I need to do a video on this soon. That'll be coming. But that's my film camera, and I think that is the only other. Yeah, that's my only 35mm, minus some. Yeah, this guy I just got today. So, well, yesterday technically. Except Polaroid, I will not sacrifice fridge space. What do you mean? You won't sacrifice it, so you won't put your film in the fridge except Polaroid? I don't put my Fuji in the fridge, even though I actually have some in there, so I'll take that back. But majority of it is not in the fridge. Most of it just sits out. Polaroid in the fridge. If I'm not shooting it, boom, I got a stack of it. So fun fact, the video I released yesterday, that thumbnail, is 95% real. That is my current film status of how much Polaroid I have. The only lie is the 2 stacks on the ends of that thumbnail. I just wanted to fill in the gap. I thought it would look better, but in the real photo, it's me, and there's a gap on each side, and I just filled that in. But that's all my film. And then the film in front is empty packs of stuff I've shot. But yeah, all the film that you saw was real, practically. But all my Polaroids in there. But I like even my film, like a 120 and my 35, that's in the fridge. But I have a mini fridge dedicated to my film. I was gonna do a video on storage of film. I don't know if I get enough people interested. Maybe I'll do that. So let me know if you're interested. I still have a few packs of Spectra Color film. Lucky. Did you see my camera I got today? I've never shot Spectra ever, but I picked this up today. I didn't know it shot Spectra, but I can get it to work with regular Polaroid film, and because I have a pack that I can empty out and shoot it. But I'll do a video on this coming up in the future. But I've never shot Spectra film. Man, what a time for my camera to freeze. I'm so glad though that I still have this backup one, because otherwise I'd be like talking to you guys up through here like, hey, what's up guys? So that's frustrating. I think I know what it is. I just probably have to restart my software and it'll probably come back. But end the stream. Wait, let me actually, you know what? Let me try something real quick. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 seconds. Well, give me 10 seconds. Okay, did I fix it? I fixed it. Some weird glitch. I don't know. I just thought of how to fix it. So, Rika says, I shoot all sorts. I'll now except for Polaroid. Oh, I got you. I got what you're saying. I use all my real estate for any additional fridges. Will be designed for beer. Yeah, I'm not a beer guy. Not a beer guy. I like cider. I like some hard cider. And I'm a whiskey man. I like whiskey and some certain rums. But I hear that. That's why I picked up a mini fridge. It's actually a beer fridge. From a thrift store for like $20. So that stores all my film in here. It's not ideal because the shelving in there is meant for drinks. So I'd like pull out all those shelves. So it's like this wonky in there, but it works. At least in my experience so far. I've only had it, well, I guess I've had it for a bit now. I got it the same day I got the Beast, aka the SLR 680. I was on the same trip. You need to go back up to that area, man. I came out with such good stuff that day. That was a good day. Great day. Yeah, it's working. I know, I fixed it. I'm so proud. I'm supposed to be a pro at this. I mean, because I do this for a living. I build studios for, clients and people. So hey, if you need a studio, let me know. I can help you out. I was supposed to go back to New Jersey for a client, Century 21, the realty company. They have their headquarters. Funny story, I think. They spent a lot of money on their studio over the course of, man, what the heck is going on? My shirt's coming apart. I was like, what's pulling on my shirt? So they spent a ton of money on this studio, right? I don't think I'm allowed to say how much, but it's a lot of freaking money. I built it, or right before I built it, COVID hit, so they had to not have it built. And then in August of last year, they like, okay, let's build it. I was supposed to leave in March, but then of course, COVID. So we built it in April. It wasn't quite done. I had to go back and finish it. And then they told me when I got back to finish that it was. They're like, hey, guess what? The company's decided to be working from home permanently, so we don't need the studio anymore here. So we need to tear it down in a few months and move to the CEO's house. And I'm like, oh shoot. So finish it off for them so they can shoot some like training videos. And then went back to tear it all down, and then they weren't ready for it to be moved into the CEO's house. And plus we had to measure some stuff, so I went over and measured, did a bunch of things, and then I'm waiting to go back, but now they spent a fortune on it. I don't think they're having me come back out there because they spent so much money they're trying to do it themselves. So I haven't heard anything back in a while. So yeah, that's fun. But the first trip out there was so much fun in August because I got to go check out New York City, which I'd never been there before. I got to go to B&H, the actual store, do a bunch of other cool things. That was a lot of work though, building that studio. That was crazy. Anyway, I digress. This is a little bit of my day job, which is building studios, editing people's videos, helping people, smaller businesses mainly, and bigger ones every now and then. Back to fun Polaroid and film. That's the thing. Polaroid has taken over this channel, and I never meant for that to happen, but I'm not necessarily sorry either. It's just, it all started because like 3 years ago, 2018, I was like, you know what I always wanted growing up? It was a film camera, aka a Polaroid camera. My parents wouldn't let me have one because they never really gave me a reason. I assumed because of the expense, but I always wanted one. So I was starting a Patreon page, which is still around, but I was starting a new one, and I wanted to have something for people to get in their hands, something tangible, not just this digital stuff. And I was like, this is a perfect excuse to buy a Polaroid camera. At this point in time, I didn't know the difference between Fuji and Polaroid. I thought everything was Polaroid. What an idiot. So I picked up the Fuji Mini 9, did a review on it. You guys loved that video. It has a lot of views on it. And I loved making it. That was a fun video. I'm like, man, this is awesome. Should I make this like focused on this type of content on this channel? It'd be so much fun. But I'm like, dang, that's going to be expensive. To maintain the film and be able to shoot the stuff, that's like, dang, it's expensive. So, and I picked up the Stranger Things one-step camera, and I was gonna sell it, but I'm like, I don't want to sell this. This is pretty cool. But I'm like, dang, that's a lot for a pack of film. But dang, I really want to shoot this. I'm like, dang, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I just sat on it for a while, and I never did anything with it. And about a year later or so, I was actually I wasn't feeling good. I was sick, and I had to stay up when I have to, but couldn't go to sleep, so I stayed up. This was during COVID. This is like, I didn't have COVID, by the way. I was just sick. But I was during COVID, like in May, I think it was April or something like that, and I saw a Polaroid video. I'm like, damn, it'd be so cool to do that. And I spent probably 4 hours just straight up binging like all these YouTubers, all these different people, content creators, making Polaroid stuff. I'm like, ah, dang it, I want to do this. So I busted out the Stranger Things camera. I'm like, I'm gonna freaking shoot some. Went to the Target, well, once I got feeling better, went to a Target, bought a 2-pack of I-type film. I'm like, yeah, and I shot some photos, and I actually have, you can't really see it that well, but for the book that I swear is coming, I swear, these photos were the first ones, not this one, but that was the first, that might have been the first photo I shot with it, actually. But those were my first two, at least, Polaroid photos I shot with the Stranger Things 1-step 2 camera. And I'm like, this is so much fun. I want to do this more. How can I actually maintain this? How can I afford to do this long term? And so I just started using my skills, knowledge, experience of the buy, sell, trade game. And here I am. That's how I'm able to afford it. Buy stuff like this, flip it to fund your hobbies, your collecting habit, if you will. And so that's what I've been doing, or just finding good deals on film, or trading stuff for film. And sometimes, even I've done this only a couple of times, where I'm quoting a job for a freelance job. I don't do too many anymore. I'm trying to do something different, and I'll explain later in the future. But I'll still pick up freelance jobs here and there as far as like editing or shooting of a project or whatnot. I'll like add in an extra $100 just for film. I've done that a couple of times. Or like I'll go buy that 5-pack of Polaroid. I'm like, just tack on that little extra $100, see what happens, and that way I can afford film. Yeah, and so yeah, that's how I've been doing. Just been getting scrappy and crafty on how to do it. Because shooting this stuff, adds up so fast. And I go through it so fast. I try to shoot at least a couple Polaroids a day, or a couple just photos a day in general. And if you did the math of shooting one, I did the math not that long ago. Shoot, I wish I remembered. But I did the math of if I shot a Polaroid a day, and did the math of how much it would be. Gosh, I can't remember. I think it was like $800 a year to do it. So for 1 year, like over $800, I think it was, if I remember right. It was a lot. And so how can I keep that cost down? So I'm going to teach you guys how to do exactly the same thing in the series that's going to be coming out soon, the Flippin' Geek Show. And the cool thing about this is, yeah, I'm going to show you kind of how to do it in this world, but you can take the same principles, and I'll even probably talk about it as well in the series, and apply it to whatever else you're doing. Do you like film cameras? It's the same. You can do the same thing. Do you like Legos? Legos is a good one. I like Legos. Cars. You can do it with cars. Fun fact: I bought a brand new Harley Davidson motorcycle from my Lego money. What I bought and sold Lego profits. Brand new. Yeah, it can be done. So it's anything. The stuff I'm going to teach you is going to be applied to anything, but I'm going to focus more on the stuff that's relevant to this channel because that just makes sense. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know what you think about that. I'm probably just going to test the waters, do a few episodes, see what you think, and before I just dive right all in and go into it, I think it's the best way. And I also am trying to figure out what I can do about the backlog, the inventory, the catalog per se, of all the content that I had previously. Because I had another YouTube channel, and I had at least a year and a half's worth of content up on that channel, and I don't have the channel anymore, unfortunately, and it's all been deleted. It's all gone, but I have it all. I have it all backed up. And so I've been thinking about this kind of repurposing everything, or stuff that's relevant now, because some of it was outdated. Because I talk about like PayPal and how to do certain things, and they've changed stuff since then, so probably that's just lost in time. But like repurposing it, maybe taking out some of the old branding or something, and just uploading it somewhere. Probably not here. It doesn't make much sense to have that here. Maybe a new YouTube channel, or just for members if they're interested. Or I went even as far as maybe just like having like one of those online courses, and then just like for one like cheap price, boom, you can watch everything. Because it's pretty good, valuable stuff, especially the Flippin' Geek Show, because I will walk you through like finding this camera, let's say, and then walking you through how to sell it, let's say pictures and listings and all the strategy that goes involved in that, and then going into shipping it out, all that sort of thing, how to get supplies, how to pack it, where to take it, how to save money while shipping it, all that stuff, and to maximize the profit as much as possible. And then it's pretty valuable stuff, I think, because I've been doing this for a very, very long time. But yeah, I'm still pondering on what to do with it, because I have lots of ideas and lots of projects I'm already working on. So I gotta make sure at least there's an audience for it first, because I don't want to do it all and be like, oh, waste of time. Because that's happened to me a lot. I'll work on something for like 6 months, and then release it or whatever, and no one cared. So it's just part of the game. It's just how it works. You kind of have to try. Woo! I got a new member, Julie. We're gonna block my face. Julie, what's up, Julie? Thanks for becoming a member of the channel. I think you already were a member. It might have been a renewal, but still, thank you so much. If you're watching, that is, and yeah, it means a lot. Really appreciate it. I'm speaking of members. I already have a ton of content over there for members. If you guys want to check that out, there is a link in the description below. Also, there's a Patreon link, so you can choose whatever you like better. Some people like YouTube, some people like Patreon. Patreon is where I'm going to start putting in like tangible photos that you can get sent to your door every single month. I'm going to bring that back, because I did it for a while and it was fun, but I'm going to start doing that again. The shtick was you would get a random photo of something completely random every month. And so I think I'm gonna bring that back. And I also had originally didn't really work out, so I don't know if I'll do it anymore. But also, if you wanted some of my photography, like digital stuff, prints, like signed stuff, I would do like exclusively. I was gonna be releasing them on the page. I started it, had them up, but nobody was interested. So I took it away. That was like 2 years ago. And so I thought about bringing it back. Maybe trying it again to see if you guys are interested. And so yeah, it'll be a new photo every single month. And anyone that signs up that month, you'll get that photo and it'll be signed, numbered, sent to your door every month. I like that stuff better because, yeah, I appreciate people that want to support the channel and brand, which is awesome. Thank you guys. And I hate asking for people for money. I just do. I hate that. With nothing in return. Yeah, people get videos or whatever, right? But I feel so much more like, not comfortable, but I just feel better about the whole process if you physically get something for your, support, donation, subscription, whatever you want to call it. It just feels better for me. Like there's more value there. Like you're holding something in your hands, an art piece of their work. It's just better. I like that. And so I wanted to start doing that, but I also try to have people interested. I've never released much ever of my work, like photography wise, and so I'm not really known. Even in my video world, I'm not that known at all. So who cares about some random photographer's photos, right? So I got to build numbers up and maybe start getting people interested and make a name for myself. That's why I was hesitant to release the book. I dropped it. Here it is. The book. Wait, I can switch back to this camera. The book. It is coming soon, I swear. It's technically done. I just have a ghostwriter going through it to fix my spelling. There's some errors that I made, and so I was going to have a friend go through it, but she's taking her sweet time, which is fine. But I may just have to take it over. It's been 2 months now since she said she was going to do it. I want to release it because it does say 2020 on the back of the book, and it's not 2020 no more. It's my 2020 book, but I don't want it to be like June and it comes out and be like, yo, here's my 2020 book. Doesn't make sense, right? So I want to get it out soon. So I got to take matters in my own hands there, I think. But VJ says hi first. I don't think you're first. There's some other people here. But hey, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining in the show. Love to see you. Love to see you stick around. Got some fun stuff coming. This is just a casual hangout. I showed some stuff, the mail time, the stuff I get in the mail. And some other fun tips, tricks, videos, and just other announcements. And this is a Q&A. Ask your questions. I'm here to answer them, whatever they may be. I'm an open book. Should I do this? I am an open book. That was lame. But hey, speaking of which, this is one of the photos that I was originally going to give away. But being a Patreon member a couple years ago, but nobody seemed too interested. Wait, here we go. This one. I don't want to show the words yet. I want to save that. There we go. There we go. It's pretty cool. Pretty proud of that shot. That was one of them that I was going to give away. Well, like I said, being a Patreon member. Is swearing a bad thing? Interesting. It depends. Depends, I would say. I definitely swear. A lot. not during my shows and whatnot, but with my friends, definitely. And close friends, definitely. Did you watch the show on Netflix that just came out? The Nick Cage, I think it's called Swear Words. Nick Cage is the host. And it's quite interesting to watch. And they go over the history of certain words and also the benefits of certain words. It's pretty cool. So, I mean, there's benefits, definitely. So, it's all in the eye of the beholder, but in this case, I guess the ear of the listener. What we got? Ooh, The Unknown. What's the book about? Oh, I skipped over one of the other ones. Oh my god, I didn't know you were releasing a book. I am releasing a book. The book is about. It's coming soon. I swear, it's coming soon. If you just joined in, welcome. By the way, thank you so much for watching the show. But I just said I finished this book in December of last year, and I want it to be kind of like a yearbook in a way. Every year I'm going to release like a book that year, if that makes sense. I'm actually got 2 more books I'm working on. I'll get into that later. But one of them will be out at the end of the year. But this one was just a practice one, and it turned into what it is. And this is 140 some pages. It's a story about you. But I have a ghostwriter going through it right now because I am a terrible writer. And I even have a fun disclaimer talking about it. See that? Or should I switch to the other camera? There you go. And I thought this was funny, but most people didn't think it was funny. It didn't land. They just thought I was an idiot. But I spelled grammar wrong on purpose, and it just kind of went over people's head. I thought it'd be funny to be like, I don't give a bleep about grammar. It's funny, right? It's not funny, I guess, to most people. It just went over their head. But anyway, so it's a book about you. I know, it doesn't make much sense. And it'll go, trust me, it's when you read it, hopefully it reads. I know a lot of people when you get to the very end, they're like, oh yeah, totally. Once it comes out officially, I'll do a live stream and like a book reading, if you will, talking about it all. But it's about me to learn about you. That's the premise. And it's just, here's me. But it shows off my work. It's interactive. I tell stories about stuff that I have around. Like this is a photo my grandfather took in World War II, Japan. He took that photo and showed it to me when I was a kid. And I guess, after thinking about it, like this kind of sparked my whole interest in photography. Because he took the picture of one of the tallest buildings that was left standing after we dropped the bomb on him, which is pretty crazy. And he took that photo, and I have it. It's back on my set back there. It's pretty neat. It's about different stories that I think is cool. I talk about fun things, but also throughout this book, like you hear I talk about my documentary release last year. There's QR codes, and it's interactive. You can scan the codes and watch some videos. Pretty neat. This is coming soon, I swear. But there's also a ton of let me find it. Ton of instant photography related stuff up in here. Got the beast documented, and there is a bunch of Polaroids shots. And I do even do like some like reviews kind of cameras and things. It's pretty neat. But this is coming soon. It was my first attempt. I've never made a book. I'm not really a strong writer. It's mostly like a visual book. There's definitely words, but I really thoroughly enjoyed this. It actually, and I'll talk about it more when it comes out, but there was a pretty strong relationship I had with somebody, and that's over. And this book actually helped me kind of through that process, and I'm not going to show that yet, but there's definitely a few pages dedicated, 2 pages actually, dedicated to it. Well, 4 pages, I guess, if you want to call it, because it's left, 2 pages and 4. Okay, anyway. So it was really fun. I thought I'd just practice it. I found a discount code to this website that made books. I'm like, that'd be fun. I'll just throw some of my work together in a book that way I can show clients. That turned into about like a month obsession of creating this book. And then of course it progressed throughout the rest of the year because I'm like, I'll continue. I'll make like a year book. And here's a story of my old business that I had. Part of it. Well, there's like 4 or 5 pages of this. Like the history of where it started, my old business and stuff. And I actually have like artifacts in here, like the original posters and things. I've got like original business cards. Definitely lots of instant photography. Anyway, I'll explain more about it in the future. Yeah, you swear like a sailor. I do with certain people, not everybody. Not everybody. Again with the swearing. I know, right? I know. I get what you were saying about that in there. Yeah, LOL for sure. I get the typo. Thank you. I thought it was funny, but people were like, "That's not it's stupid. Fix it." I'm like, it's kind of funny. But throughout the book, though, there's a lot of other issues like with typos and stuff, and I want to at least have the spelling correct. Grammar is also the joke in here, and so because like I said in the beginning, I'm not really worried about that. I don't care. Literally, I just don't care about the grammar too much, like proper like hyphens and commas and whatever, that sort of thing. I don't really care. Come on, here's a comma, here's a period. You get the idea. So, but the spelling I care about. I do care about spelling, and some of these words I definitely I notice. I'm like, oh, I missed that. Speaking of film, here's a film camera, and I show off some of my original film, not original, my first ever roll of film that I shot. Those are those with that camera. I don't want to show too many pages, but maybe a couple more. This is how the book started. It was just like this, just random pictures showed in there that I can give to like, I'll make a book to clients so I can show clients, and then it turned into stuff like, I don't know, like a magazine style stuff, you know, like where's a good example? I wonder if that's videos up there. Hang on, hold up, because like I said, all my videos got deleted off of the YouTubes, and I think this one, yeah, it's been removed, so I have to update that. It's a long story, and I will tell you once this book comes out. So so I was like trying to turn it into kind of like a magazine. I thought it'd be kind of fun to have fun layouts. So yeah, it turned into stuff like, I'm trying to find a cool page to show. I don't want to give too many pages out. Make you wait, have it saved for the book, right? I don't know, I guess something like that. So like I started doing stuff like this, you know. This is my secret company that's coming soon. Like layouts and whatnot. So, and I'm going to start doing these every year, like a book like this in depth, which I should probably start the book now. Well, I want this one to be done, and then I'll start the next year's for this year. It will probably be released in January of next year. And then I have another book that's going to come out this year. It's much smaller, but it's still going to be pretty epic. I'm going to walk you through my hometown that I grew up in, all on instant photography. Gonna be fun. I can't wait. I've already shot like 80-90% of it. It's just a matter of scanning them in and creating the book. Oh my god, sorry for the book. Oh, thank you. I'm barely starting my I'm barely starting my film journey, so this would be handy. Oh, thank God. I'm welcome. And it will be cool to learn more about your journey too. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. It definitely is a journey, and welcome to the film journey. Full disclosure, I've only done film since last year. Film, like photography. Polaroids, I started last year too. Fuji, Instax stuff, I started a couple of years ago, but I definitely did not get into this hardcore, like focus and start learning ins and outs of it and really diving into it until last year. There was a couple of YouTube channels out there that I was watching, and I'm like, here's the final straw. I'm in. Like, gosh dang it, that's it, I'm in. And so, yeah. And they've already voiced their opinions to me. It's sad. Well, I'll tell a story later. But, yeah, welcome. I'm still learning a bunch of this film stuff. And Brian, I want to show you something that I just got. I think you missed it. I'll show it to you in a second. I do the 3 exclamation points on everything because it annoys a child friend. Started as a joke, became a thing. Who's the friend? Who's your childhood friend? But Brian, check this out. I teased this earlier, showed it earlier. Been shooting, well, all of 4 photos. Been shooting some peel apart pack film, and they didn't come out great. I got one that was okay. It's just user error. I've never shot it before, and I need to learn this camera, and this camera that I got tends to underexpose the shots, so I have to crank up the lighten dial, the exposure comp. But check this out. So here's my first shot ever in the history of time with pack film. little dark. And then my second shot, not much better. I'm going to be releasing some of these photos coming up on Instagram, so if you aren't following me there, consider checking it out. Link is in the description. Just_another Chris. I don't have a pip, do I? I do not have a pip. And then my third shot was even worse. my last shot actually came out fairly decent, except the viewfinder was killing me. I framed him like way up above, and it still came out like that. Again, these are for my new company that's coming up. Create Impact. I needed some fun shots for it because it's all space themed. Where's my button? There's my button. Bruce R. Vale, is that Esquire or is it just ESQ? Now a lawyer. Fantastic. I never wanted to be a lawyer. I mean, I thought I'd be a good lawyer, but I definitely didn't have the patience and that's needed to go through school to become a lawyer. But going back to this a little bit, I've shot some of this video already, some of me shooting these photos. That's coming probably in a couple weeks, so be on the lookout for that. But this camera I got from 20th Century Film Crew. Check them out. They're on Etsy. If you don't know them already, they make custom cameras. Like they build. His name is Jeff, and he builds custom cameras for like 4x5s and other things. It's pretty neat. I bought a pack film camera, probably back in November, October, somewhere in there, and it didn't work. And so I posted on my personal Facebook page if anyone actually happened to have one of these, more specifically this one, because apparently this is like the Cadillac of them. This is the automatic 250 with the Zeiss, like autofocus, but the Zeiss focusing rangefinder. And I got a couple people that actually said they had them, but didn't work out. And then a friend of mine, I've known since kindergarten, Lisa Ellis, shout out to you. She referred me to Jeff, one of her friends. So we met up. We hung out in the parking lot. Like it was like cold. It was like freaking cold. We hung out in this parking lot just talking film for like probably 45 minutes to an hour. Super cool guy. He said this works. He tested it, put in a new battery in the thing. It's awesome. So I'm hoping to do a mini collab with him, maybe do an interview that you guys can talk to him, because he makes some cool cameras. He had some there and he was showing me pretty phenomenal stuff. So if you want to check him out, 20th Century Camera Film Crew. He has an Etsy shop website and a Facebook page and a group page. Highly recommend checking him out. And plus, he hooked me up with it. It's pretty cool. Awesome! The vibrance of pack film is always amazing. It is really cool, and I still have a pack of 2 full packs, and well, I've only shot 4, so just over a half a pack left in this. So I'm hoping to shoot the rest of it next week with my friend, because we're gonna be hitting the town. We're gonna drive up to Seattle, I guess, coming up. I strive to be an artist rather than a lawyer. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. To be honest, I don't want to get involved with that stuff. I'd rather just go have fun, you know? Not have fun, but change the world with what you can actually do within your power. Because even if you're a lawyer, you can't do... No, let's just not go there. But anyway, I had fun. This was super fun. And if you are following Instagram, I know I plugged it already. I posted on stories of shooting with this a little bit and doing my first peels. Those aren't live anymore, but I will be doing more stories of that over there if you want to follow it. But that video of this is coming soon. Can't wait. It's gonna be fun. Now I have too many fun things that I'm working on, man. Now I got this project. I will get this to work because I can't freaking wait. I took it out. Okay, this thing, it looks crazy. And it actually has a battery in here too. It's probably just for the flash. This thing's pretty powerful, I guess. But I can convert this, not really converting. I'll just convert a film pack to shoot regular Polaroids. Yeah, and I'll get that to work. That'll be a video. But I didn't expect it to be an actual SLR. But it makes sense. It's for the medical field. It has a dial on the top. Check this out. Sorry, it's a little bit out of focus. I don't have focus set for up here, but you just rotate this, and then the lens on the inside, can you see that? That rotates to a different lens for a different close-up. Like this is a 3x zoom right now, if I remember. Yeah, that's really close. And then this one is more of a headshot. It's like a portrait shot. So like this is technically a usable like a headshot camera. It's pretty cool, and I got a good deal on it. And but I didn't know it was Spectra film. I should have researched. It was an impulse buy on Etsy for $50, $60 or something like that. I could flip it and double my money, but I want to show you so bad. Oh yes, Cameron. Yes, I have heard of the Power Ranger. I had some messages back and forth with them. I can't remember who made it. I have their email. And I attempted to see about maybe getting a test unit just to try out. But no luck. No luck there. But I'm hoping to at least mess around with that in the future. But there are some better, I think maybe some better options that you could do with that, because you can technically, I'm going to make a video about this too in the future, but you can technically take the battery out of this, of one of these packs, and just put it on the outside of your film pack, or just, you can dismantle it to where it's just the battery, put it on the outside and just stick it in. I didn't know this, but you can stick it directly into your SX70 camera with I-type film and you can power it pretty easily. So the pack might not be needed. However, I am intrigued with it and would love to try it out. But this is some of the Spectra film, but it looks like the thing got jammed. Part of this dark slide is exposed or slid out. There we go. I guarantee this is no good. Who knows how long this has been sitting out. Or like, it was in the camera, came with it. So, I digress. I have mini pack film cameras. Most need to be converted. I tried to convert one and it didn't work. And I'm pretty sure the camera didn't work when I was trying to do it. Because it's like, you can't go wrong with it. You just trim those wires and hook it up to like a little pack. It's like you can't screw it up. And so I tried that with one of mine. I have one over there, but I have another one. The girlfriend got it for me for my birthday. So it is broken. The power is busted off of it. So I was gonna try and reconvert that one for fun. So I've been on the fence about ordering one. There's another one called Polo Studio. Yeah, they're all similar, and I think the Polo Studio one, it might be better if it's what I'm thinking of, or it's the one I've seen. I don't have an SX70 camera handy, but when they're folded down on the Power Ranger, the battery pack, so imagine this being the folded down SX70, the battery pack's on the bottom, so it sticks out just like this little box. You power it. There's another one I've seen, it might be the one you're talking about, it just extends the back a few inches. I think that one might be a little bit better, but then again, I don't know. I've been on the fence myself because you can always just swap out your film packs in a dark bag. It's not that big of a deal. It takes a little bit of of your time, but it's not that big of a deal, and you don't have to spend I think $150 for the Power Ranger. I think it is. I don't know how much the other one is. I think it's coming though. I don't think the one I'm thinking of. I don't think it's out yet. The second one. I bought the Reddit. What's that one? Doing the other one this weekend or next one. Do the scary part of violating my camera. Rebels. What's that one? What are you talking about? I don't know what that is. I think I do. I think I should know what that is. Maybe I'm just blanking the name. I'm terrible with names most of the time. Even with products sometimes. I'm like, I've had conversations where someone will tell me, like, hey, have you heard of this thing? I'm like, no, but guess what? Have you heard of this thing? I start describing it and they're like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, oh, my bad. Cameron says yes, so it must be the one that you're referring to that sticks out the back. That one's more sleek, a little bit better, but I have also heard that it hinders the closing of the camera a little bit, so longevity of it might be interesting. We'll see. It doesn't have my interest peaked that high. I'm more of like giving it a side eye, like, okay. I'm not like, ooh, you know. That's how I am right now with that. Because I'll just change it in a bag. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. And one thing I do have has my interest. I'm like, ooh, like that is. Oh, I should do that with this camera. I'm like, ooh, is the Brooklyn Film cameras. What's it? I don't think it has a name. But it's the web, like the temperature controlled box unit thing. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. It's gonna be up on Kickstarter soon. I'm very excited about. It's a box. Take your shot that you just took and you put it in it, and it develops inside this temperature controlled unit, and it will keep it at the optimal temperature in the dark, in any temperature. So you can be out in the middle of winter, shoot it, slap it in this thing, and it will keep it at the right temperature for you for it to develop. That's cool. That has my interest. Hopefully it's not like $400 or some crazy thing like that. So yeah, both are out. The Power Ranger is 180. Ooh, I swear I think when I saw it was like 140, 150. Ninth shipping. The other is about the same but requires the special screwdriver. The special screwdriver? What do you mean? To like screw it into the camera, like into the tripod mount? That doesn't sound like a good time. I saw the Brooklyn Film camera thing. Looking forward to seeing how it is. Oh yeah, me too. That has my interest. Even though I'm going into summer right now, which my summers where I'm at, which I'm in Vancouver, Washington. That's the United States. I'm basically 10 minutes from Portland, Oregon. But our summers are not intense at all. Like we'll get. I mean, the weather here is never that intense ever. Like we went through our winter. It's like 5 days. We had 2 feet of snow. Now it's gone. It's here for like 5 days. And same with the summer. We'll get like maybe a couple of weeks of like really hot weather, which is like over 90, 100 degrees, a couple of days. But it's pretty much when we hit our summers, it's like 60s to high 80s. That's our winter. So it's not like a terrible temperature to shoot film, but still not 100% optimal. But this box will definitely help with that, and I can't wait. I want the box. I know, and we know what's in the box this time. You know what I'm saying? Which Polaroid camera would you recommend for the starters? I was planning on getting the Polaroid Now, the Mandalorian edition. So I did do a video on the top picks for going into this year for 2021. I go from Fuji through Polaroid, like really beginners, and a couple like I break them down between vintage and modern and stuff like that. I recommend the Now. If you're just starting, grab the Polaroid Now, or stick around and wait maybe another month or less, because the Polaroid Go, the one that leaked, should be coming out this month. That's my prediction, because last year March was when the Polaroid Now dropped, and the Polaroid Go is rumored to be $100, but I think it's gonna be. It has to be cheaper. It just has to. It's a smaller camera and it takes smaller film, and it's gonna be a competition with the Fuji Square line, the Instax Square, but it's cheaper film. So you get two. They're in double packs, so it's gonna be. I want to say it was $19, $19.99 for a 2-pack of 8, so 16 shots. So if you're just starting out, I would go for the Now for full size. I don't have any handy. Full size Polaroids, or potentially wait for this a little bit more cost efficient if you're just more of a casual shooter. But Polaroid Now, Mandalorian edition, you can't go wrong there. But if you do want a cheaper one, I am actually selling one. It's not Mandalorian, but it is the Black Edition. It is a link in the description. I'm selling the Polaroid Now Black Edition. It's over there. If you want to see it, I can grab it. So for $65. Hope that answers your question. But there is a video breakdown of the cameras that I recommend going into this year. And I'll be doing this yearly too. So at the end of this year, I'll be releasing another one going into next year. And who knows, maybe they'll be the same cameras, maybe it'll be different ones. I don't know. But I will make one every single year. Buyer's guide. I'm also going to be releasing not re-releasing, but releasing starter Polaroid videos for the beginners. You know, even though most of my videos I try to break them down from beginners to experts in every video, like especially in my camera reviews, because there's some other YouTubers out there that do videos, and I'm not gonna call them out because I do respect them. I like their stuff; they're great. But sometimes I'm watching their videos, I'm like, you have to know instant photography to know what you did to do that. And if you want people, especially people that are just starting, we want those people to get into the craft, because the more people into the craft, the more these companies are going to put stuff out. So we want people in. We want people to join the community. So in my videos, I want to explain how to do it, you know? So for instance, there was a video out there I saw somebody doing a fun, awesome shoot using Stranger Things film. But they were using it inside vintage SLR cameras. But that's only I-type film. Now, if I was a noob and didn't know anything, like just get into the game, I'm like, I buy a pack of that. I mean, yeah, you can't get it anymore. But let's say I bought a pack of it and I put it in one of the same exact camera, and nothing's gonna happen. And I'm like, what? He's doing it. How do I know? You know. So I try to at least break that down into it. I'm gonna do a video specifically on how to do that too. It's pretty simple. Oh my God, I didn't know about the Polaroid Go. I know it's a leaked rumor. That's pretty much legit, because last year Target did the same thing. So Target last month posted a product for sale on their website. It was a Polaroid Go, and there's a picture of it, and it said $99, but it was out of stock. I did a live stream talking about it. If you want to go back a couple videos, it's there. But yeah, Polaroid Go's should be out this month, and because then last year Target put out the Nows like way early than they were supposed to be put out. They just put them on the shelf. So so search your targets. I've been going like every other day, hitting that Polaroid aisle, checking to see if they slipped up and put one of those Goes out. But yeah, so it was up on their site along with the film, and showed the film. It was 16 shots, $20, and they're smaller though. They are smaller. It's basically, it looks like the Polaroid Now just shrunk down. It is a smaller camera, so it depends on what you want your, the size of your photos are going to be. And it looks to be like it might be the same size or just maybe slightly smaller than the Instax Square photos. There he is. We were talking about it earlier, and I don't remember. Oh yeah, because I was talking about this, and I was giving you credit for getting me hooked on it. Are you standing or sitting down? I don't know. You tell me. No, I'm sitting. My other set that I don't use anymore is a standing set, which is over here, which I accidentally stole that camera from. I have another. It usually points the other direction, and I had to move it and adjust it for a shot I was doing for another video, and I accidentally created this shot. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but hey, how's it going? I don't know if am I in focus. Like right here-ish, somewhere in there. I can't tell. Anyway, hey, what's going on? But yeah, Polaroid Go should be out soon. In this month or early next month is my prediction. I seriously doubt it's fake, because why would Target fake that? It was on their website. So hopefully that answers your question about for what camera to buy. I'd go for the Now or the wait for the Go. Depends on how fast you want to get started. You can't go wrong with having both, to be honest. Because I've noticed if you want to buy film for Polaroid, unless you're buying the film directly from Polaroid, finding it in the wild is getting more difficult because more people are getting into it. So I'll go to Target and it's like cleared out. If I go to Best Buy, cleared out. And then they'll get a shipment in and it's like only a couple left, And so having a couple options as far as the formats just helps you get more film whenever you want, if that makes sense. Hopefully that answers your question. Hey Dave, check this out. Like, I need more cameras. Polaroid medical camera. That's like dental work. You can get like super close up. It's a macro SLR. I have to hack it a little bit to make it work, because film for this isn't made. Spectra film. Is that a tripod mount? It doesn't have a tripod mount. And a rubber base. I got it today. I'm pumped to try it out. It is ugly, but it's cool. And it even has like laser sights. It's not lasers, it's like these light beams. It's pretty cool. There's 2 dots, and when you're like moving it back and forth, they'll come closer and farther away, and then when they're like right touching each other, then you know you're in focus. It's kind of neat. So that's coming. I can't wait. Yeah. What else? You guys, man, these questions are awesome. Keep them coming. I don't have much going on tonight anyway, so love hanging out with you guys. Let's move this over here. There was something I actually wanted, like if I had time, I was going to talk about, and now I don't remember. Hate when that happens. What the heck was I going to talk about? Like looking around, it's probably something I bought. I spend too much money. I need to dial it back. So when, as far as like, people think, oh, you do spend a lot of money on stuff. Like, oh my God, how you do that? I'm like, I know I do. I have a problem. But I also am a content creator. I create stuff to show you guys. So in my own head, I'm like, oh, I can justify buying this stuff, and it's okay. Which it kind of is. I could probably, I'll sell it, and that's going to be part of the series I'm creating. Like, I'm not paying full price for this stuff. I'm finding good deals, and now I'll either make a video about it, sell it later, or just straight up sell it while making a video about it. So we'll see what happens, but yeah. I can send you a pack of Spectra film. That would be super cool. I have never shot Spectra film in my life. So if you'd be willing to do that, that'd be fantastic. I would be thoroughly honored for that. Send me a message on Instagram. Maybe I'll pay you back for. I got something I could probably pay you back with if you're interested. So send me a message on Instagram and we'll chat. I really appreciate that. That'd be super cool. I'll probably use this camera. It's almost, since I've never shot Spectra film before, I don't know if this would be like should I shoot that in this, or should I get a Spectra camera and shoot it like the right way? I don't know. Cause this is like a super specialty one. I don't know, but I kind of want to at least try it once. I guess I could do it both. I don't know. But hey, that'd be awesome. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, I was gonna say something else. Now I'm totally at a loss. Talked about that. I lost stuff I want to talk about, and I talked about it all. Yeah, I'm gonna be shooting this next week. I'm driving up to Seattle on Monday. Me and my friend Jordan. He and I are going doing some fun nerd stuff. We're gonna hit some comic book shop. Oh, that's what I was gonna talk about. I remember now. It's all in the same world. So I'm going up to Seattle, like I said. We're gonna hit some comic book shops. We're super nerds. He's way more super nerdy than me. But I love you, man. But I'm creating 2 books. I've already kind of talked about it and teased a little bit here and there and mentioned it. I'm working on a Americana, like toy, more like a, what would be the right word for it? Pop culture Americana, if that makes sense. Like comic book stores, toy stores from across America. And then, which is pretty cool, that one's going to be years from now because I got to travel for those. I have a box full of them. I've been to New York, New Jersey. I've done like down through California, like Los Angeles, San Diego, and some other places. Some in Oregon. Ironically, not in like my area. I need to get on that. But the other thing I'm working on that will be out later this year, I talked about a little bit earlier. Just name dropped it. But I'm doing a my local my hometown book. Ugh, excuse me. And that one has actually been super fun to do so far because I'm like, most of the places in my hometown, they're starting to close up because COVID really just destroyed them, and so they're just disappearing. And I missed some of them. It's kind of why I'm doing the book, because these places are like been around since I was a little kid, and now they're just gone. Not even like remnants of them anymore. This is forgotten about basically. And so I want to photograph these places and at least have them, you know, live on for as long as I can. So I'm doing it in instant photography format, so it's just straight photography or instant photography. Like the other books I'm working on or the book I'm going to be releasing is a mixture of everything. But this one's going to be straight just instant photography. So I'm really excited for that one. And it's a quicker book. I mean, there's going to be a lot of work going into it. And I should be able to release it at the end of this year, maybe even this fall. So that you can be looking out for. I'm pretty excited about that one. But there's 2 shots that I need. 3 really, but 2 main ones. I have no idea how I'm going to get the shot. So the town I grew up in is called Hazeldale. And there's a sign going into the town that is welcome to Hazeldale, and then on the other side it's, you know, leaving, thank you for visiting Hazeldale. I need those for the book. It's the cover. I want it to be the cover of the book. But there's no safe way to get the picture. I got to figure out how to do that. Because it's right on a main road that comes up a hill, and it's, you know, 2 just one-way roads, and I don't know how I'm going to get it because it's a heavy trafficked spot. And the only way to get it, I have to like run out into the street, take the shot as fast as I possibly can, and run right back without getting killed. So that's gonna be fun. So when you going on a Polaroid instant camera shoot, do you carry a whole camera bag? Oh, so when do I do it? I do a mixture, and people keep asking me about do a what's in your camera bag video. And I recently added that to my list of videos to make, and I should probably do that soon. Wait, what was the full question? Do you carry a whole camera bag? Gotcha. Yes and no. Lately I've been carrying this. And I have a backpack I'll bring. These are like kind of the 2 main ones, and then every once in a while I bring something else. But this is what I've been bringing pretty much the last like month. It's just a straight up, it's not a Pelican case, but it's basically a Pelican case. I have my film in here, and it just pops open, and I have the cameras in here too. And it just fits in a carrying case. And I have an empty pack of film that I throw the photos into, and it seals up, and it's dark, so the photos can develop fine. And it's weather sealed too, so if I'm out in the rain, I can throw it in here and it's sealed, and it's worked out really well. So that's what I've been mainly using. And then I have a small backpack that was sent to me for review, and I never did it. I feel bad. I need to do that. It's only a $20 bag. That's why I did it, because I want to do a cheap, not cheap, but like a cost cheap, but a great backpack actually for instant photography, and for you guys to actually afford to do them. Because all these other YouTubers will make a camera bag video, but the bag is like $400. No, what? No. So this one's on Amazon. It's like $20 or $25 or something. But they sent it to me, and I feel bad I haven't done a video on it. I do wish they made make another SX70 bag. Oh yeah, there's some people on Etsy that make those, and some of them are really cool, really neat. So check that out. They're expensive, but I think it'd be worth it. Pask says, I'm totally obsessed with your content. Oh man, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm also in film photography for quite over a year now. Oh, nice. That's about when I started real hardcore. I shot my first film, which was 120 film, in like April, May somewhere last year, and I've been hooked ever since. It's very expensive though. But thank you so much for watching the videos. I really appreciate it. Hey, do you shoot pack film? As of last week. Oh, it's upside down. As of last week. I've told the story like twice now, but you must have just joined in. So thank you so much anyway. I'll briefly tell you just because I think you're new, and welcome in. Short version is I found some film on Facebook, didn't have a camera, so I tracked the camera down, didn't work. Found a camera from a friend of mine's friend. There it is. Shot some film last week. Yeah. No, this week. I shot on Monday. So yeah, I shot some Monday. It was this week. There you go. And that was the first one. I shot 4 photos. These are the 4 photos. Only one of them really came out halfway decent because I don't know how to use the camera. So I'm getting better. My 4th one was the best one. So there you go. I would love to shoot more of it. Like, I really would love to shoot more of it, but my God, it's so expensive just to shoot 1 pack of film. I would love to trade something for another pack. That'd be really fun. Maybe even a couple Polaroid packs. I don't know, but I thoroughly enjoyed shooting those 4 photos. And I've got still a little over half a pack of it left. I'm probably going to shoot it this week coming up. The rest of that pack, maybe. We'll see. I might. I feel like I only got a few shots. Like, I want to make them special, you know? So, yeah. I want to make them special. But then again, it's also, I don't know. I'm probably shooting this week because, like I said, I'm going up to Seattle on Monday, so I'm gonna be filming some stuff up there. I probably won't. I don't know if I'll shoot video. I'll probably just shoot photos while I'm up there. But I'm trying to hit all these comic book stores with my friend to fill out this book that I'm making. Nice. The photos look a little dark because that is correct. They are too dark. The camera that I got is underexposes pretty heavy. This was the first shot I took, and then I didn't know, but yeah, it was really dark, and so yeah, really dark. But I dressed it in that one, but the framing wasn't that great, and so I now know, and I forgot, but I was told by the guy that I got the camera from that you need to turn up the exposure on this one. This particular camera underexposes. I forgot. So the next ones, in theory, will be better. Hopefully. That's the goal anyway. Ooh, I only got like a little sip left. It's all gone now. But I want to shoot more of it. Been trying to track down some more for like a fairly good deal. No luck. So once I get finished these, some of the ones I have, that's it. I probably will never shoot it again. Unless the rumors, which I know aren't true, but if they are true, Kodak releases the return of pack film, then I'll be buying up a lot of that. But those are just like crazy rumors that probably will never come to fruition. If you haven't heard that, there's rumors that Kodak could be bringing back pack film. I would love that because when I was telling the story earlier about me getting back into photography, because I was like hemming and hawing about making the channel like heavily into it, or just getting into it in general. Then I was like, I got sick one night, wasn't feeling good, so I stayed up all night watching videos, and I'm like, just screw it, so I'm into it. But when I was learning about instant photography in depth, it was pack film. Learned all about it, ins and outs of it, cameras, which ones to buy. Learned about expirations and how to expose for film for just certain years. If you pick some film that's like 20 years old, which I have a pack that's from the expired in 1980. I guarantee that's not gonna work, but I do have it and it's sealed. It's like how to expose for that stuff. To find out this stuff was actually straight up completely discontinued. I didn't even know. I was just wasting time. But I was really freaking sad because I didn't know. I had no clue pack film was discontinued. I'm like, yes, this is it. This is the stuff I'm gonna film or buy and get into and just go into a hardcore. And it broke my heart. So I hope Kodak brings it back. Kodak. Send. What's your favorite photo you've taken so far? Like this year or last year? Because let's go with this year so far. Check this out. I gotta pull this up. I do have one. Let's show it over here. So this is the album. Wait, let's do this one. There we go. So I took a photo Monday, actually, of my friend Jordan. This one. Oh my gosh, it came out so good. I think it's freaking sweet. Dropping stuff. Okay. Check this out. Nope, that is not the right button. There it is. It's pretty cool, right? It's pretty good. That one came out really stinking cool. And then maybe what else? Another one I shot recently. I gotta admit, this one's going. I don't know if it's cheating or not, but you know what I'm saying? If you don't know the show Stranger Things, this is the Mind Flayer. And I did a little fun. Where is it? Masking, transparencies, whatever you call them. Which I'm gonna be. I did this as research because I'm making a video about it. But yeah, I've been messing around with those. Those were fun. And then here's another one I did. But yeah, these two. Where is it? These three actually, or not that one. Get that crap out of here. Were super fun. I mean, obviously this one's fully natural. This one's like real. These are kind of half fake. But these are like my favorite photos. I think I've shot this like the last 2 weeks. They came out super good. What else do I have in here that's fun? Yeah, I guess those ones. I mean, the ones I shot of my friend Jordan that day, they came out pretty solid. Here's some of the other ones. I needed some photos for, like I was saying, for my business, Create Impact. That's coming. Super secret business, kind of. But and I'm like, I have two type of spacesuits, and so yeah, I needed a model. So we did some photo shoots in those, and they came out really, really good. Came out pretty good. But that one was like dope. Super good. There's me. I gave my friend Jordan to take a picture. He has no idea how to use cameras or Polaroid that much, and so I was trying to situate the flag in a cool pose, and he just takes a picture, and that's what came out. I wasn't even ready. And then this is part of the video that's coming out next week on the SLR 670S by Mint. You can do long exposures and stuff. Okay. Hopefully that answers the question. Question. Looks like everyone is doing the space NASA theme. LOL. Kind of. I'm not doing NASA. I'm doing the secret company that I'm working on is space themed. I'm creating my own space program because it's been freaking ruined by everybody, which is fine, I guess. More people are interested, I guess, but I think it's been ruined by all these. The Gen X people? But I've loved space since I was a kid, so I'm kind of doing the space themed business, but my own, not NASA, my own space program. It's called Create Impact. Oh my god, the photos look cool! Thank you, appreciate it. Those are fun. I've been enjoying it, having some fun, especially the masks bringing in like the fake world into the real world. I doubled up on this one. I shot it through a red filter. It's pretty cool, I think. That's just outside my window. But this one I think came out more creepy. I mean, I don't know which one's more creepy. They're both kind of creepy, but like they're cool. I think it came out cool. This one's 100% real. This one's like, well, this one's like 50% real. And then this one's like 5% real. I took the picture with my 600 converted S670 camera with this transparency. And this photo is actually of a computer screen. I wanted to see what would happen. So I took the photo of this train with the camera you're watching this with. This one. This Panasonic. This camera. The Panasonic GH5. And so that's my photo with this kind of a mixture of stuff. Anyway, I was just curious to see what would happen if I took a picture of my screen. Fun facts. And then this one, I was curious to see what would happen. This is of my my drop down, whatchamacallit, paper backdrop that I have with a transparency. I thought, we'll see what would happen. And these are light leaks because I accidentally, when I was putting in the dark slide back into the camera to remove the pack and put it into a different camera, I accidentally introduced some light. But I'm not even hating on it. I think it added a cool little effect to it. So, there we go. What button am I looking for? That's the button I'm looking for. All right, man. These are great questions. Anything else before we wrap it up? I do have a clock. What time is it? 4:40, 4:55. I can't even read right now. I have a glare right where that clock was, so it's hard to see. Yeah. Thank you guys. What else you guys got? What do you want to know before I close out? And I am. So if you guys didn't see yesterday's video, I am selling some stuff. Link in the description. I have a few cameras I need to get rid of. I have an SX70 original for sale. I have an SX70 sonar available that needs some love. It works great in manual mode. The sonar part of it, it's kind of, it was damaged, I guess. So it doesn't really work that well. It needs to be repaired. So it just works as a great manual camera. I have a Polaroid now up for grabs, and I have the Primo, the Mint SLR 670S up for grabs for a little bit way less than what they're selling theirs for, because theirs, I want to say, is $880. I think I have mine up for $700. Still a lot of money for that camera, but it's a great camera. And then I'm gonna be putting some more things up for sale in the coming weeks. I got to thin some things out of here. Just get rid of it, you know. These will be up for grabs once I fully test them. I put empty packs through them and they power up just fine and work. So, but I need to put real film in here to make sure they work. But I will be selling these. Yeah, maybe after a review. I don't know. That's funny. It has a hole for a tripod mount, but there's no. They didn't drill it out. It's like from a mold that they're like, you know what? Some of these are gonna have a tripod mount and some of them aren't. That's funny. But yeah, this is the Spirit Polaroid camera, and then I've got the LMS, the Light Management System. These will be coming up for grabs, and then I've got there's a couple other SX70, the original one-step cameras. I bought them from 2 different people, and I don't think they work because I put in empty packs and I can't get them to even do anything. So I got to put in a real pack to see what happens. So hopefully it's just that. I don't know. Yeah, I need to thin out some stuff around here. I got too much stuff. There's way too much stuff up in here. But yeah, I guess that's it. If you guys have any other questions, I'm going to wrap it on up out of here and maybe grab some food. I'm a little hungry. We'll be shooting some photos this weekend. I may shoot some more film. How many do I got left in here? Oh, this is almost a full roll in here. I shot some the other day. Well, gosh, I guess it's been a few weeks now. It was snowing out, so I shot some snow photos. And then I'm going to be shooting this for sure on Monday. Going up to Seattle. Yeah, past Seattle. Hitting up some comic book shops. So this is definitely going to get used up there. And then, yeah. So fun stuff to look forward to in the coming weeks. I don't want it to be just a strictly Polaroid channel. That was never what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be this kind of oddities and retro stuff, filmmaking. Like, I still am going to be releasing some like miniature documentaries on the channel. I have 2 that I'm in the process of working on. A couple big ones. One huge, well, not huge. I've been part of 2 scandals in my life, and one of them was with this fuel lab that I worked at, and it happened 11 years ago. Yeah, 11 years ago. It was on the news. The lab I was working at was falsifying test results at the taxpayers' expense. It's a fun story, and I'm going to tell it. And I have the original news reporting of it. I saved it. I found it recently, and I apparently saved it. And so I'm going to tell that story. And there's another one that's going to be coming out later this year, maybe even next year. I won't be talking about that just yet. And then I have the main, huge, big documentary that I'm working on that I don't know where that's going. Maybe on Amazon Prime, something like that. That one will be a couple years from now. You guys can actually see the making of that plus other stuff right now on Patreon, as well as the YouTube members section. So if you want to see some of that stuff, you can check that out. Consider doing it. And I'm going to start implementing tangible photos sent to your door monthly, eventually, soon. Probably soon. I only have like 1 or 2 Patreon members right now. You guys are amazing. I love you so much. But I need to get that up. I need to get that up to make, send some stuff to you guys. So if you guys are interested, consider checking it out. I really, really appreciate it. It helps me afford film. It helps me afford to keep the channel going. And I hate asking for stuff. I just really do. I really do. But it has to be done at times. Oh, here we go. Which Polaroid camera do you regret getting? That's a great one. And let me go grab it. How about that? Here we go. I don't know if it's a huge regret, but it's definitely like, ugh, why'd I buy it? The Polaroid Mint. It uses the zinc paper. I love the compact feature of this. It fits in your pocket. It's so cool, but the pictures you get, it's absolute trash. I wonder if there's still, okay, film. There's paper in here. Let me turn it on. I haven't charged this. I don't know when. Let's. Ooh, it looks like it might be. Ooh, there's still juice. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture, just for you guys' sake, and I'm gonna set it here and show you how long it takes to even do anything. Oh wait, I'm gonna take a photo. Here we go. Okay, I took the photo. Here we go. It's gonna take a while. And the other one I have is this, the Kodak Smile, I think. I was gonna do a video on it, but it's kind of, why? I probably won't. I don't know. It's not great either. So I regret these. I paid a lot of money for these. These were not cheap. This was $100, maybe more. And this one was like $80. So those are the two I wish I never got. Oh yeah, I do have the Polaroid high print. I did a video on that. I'll probably be selling that too. So once that's doing their thing. Ooh, it's almost done. Look at this beautiful quality. Check this out. Look at that trash. Not the trash that's sitting here, because I do have a bunch of garbage. Not garbage, but like there's one of my film cameras. Not my film camera, my cinema camera, my main rig, and a bunch of other cameras and stuff. But look how beautiful that looks. Thing is freaking trash. It's fun. I did a video on this. This was like a really good video though. People like really like that. But I just don't like the camera that much. I probably should sell it. But there you go. Not taupe says, what do you have against insects? I don't have anything against insects. I like insects. I don't necessarily like their cameras. I wish they would, Fuji would make a decent camera. Now that I said that though, I do like the wide 200 that I have. Great photos, beautiful photos. I just wish they had a little bit more selection in different, formats, and or at least an SLR camera. I don't have anything against insects. They have really nice photos. I actually have a stack here. I think I showed these off already. Yeah, I already showed all these off. But you can get some stellar photos. These are actually from the shooting in the cold weather video. Really nice photos. And crisp, saturated blues. Great photos. I don't have anything against insects. I like them. But I do prefer Polaroid. This experience is better, and the retroness of them, I just like it a little better. Where do I get my film developed? Great question. And I get my, is this on? Yeah. I send mine into thedarkroom.com. They do an excellent job, and you get, it's not too expensive. It's still pricey-ish, especially if you're wanting to have a few rolls of film developed. Oh, and real quick, this actually puts out basically this size of image. That's why I got it. It's basically the size of a Polaroid. Just a little bit better quality than that, but not much better. Anyway, yeah, so Darkroom, if you send in multiples, I mean, it's like $12 a roll to have it developed. I think you want to say that is. And then if they will digitally scan it, put it on a CD, and then mail it back to you. And you do get the digital proofs with them as well. which is really nice, and but it adds up really fast. Disposable cameras, I want to say, is a separate charge. It's a little bit more expensive. It's like $14 to $15, something like that. But the cool thing is you can request a what you would call it, a mailer. And so you send it, they'll mail you a mailer that you put the stuff in and you send it off. You don't have to pay for shipping unless you're shipping back, or until they ship back your photos. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about it. But they do an extremely good job. If you want to see a video on the process of that, let me know. I can see about making one. It wouldn't be too difficult. Where we sent that one. The RF70 is nice though. I know. That's why I'm selling the SLR670S to get that camera. Just saying. Yeah, I would much rather have that than that because, and I'll explain it in that video. I'll save it all for that because the full review of the Mint SLR670S will be out next week, and I talk about that in the video. But I'll save it for that. Check it out if you're interested. But it defeats the purpose of why I shoot instant photography. That's all I'll say. At least Polaroid. Yeah, so those are great questions. Great questions. I'm going to sell these. This is cool because the reason I bought this, actually the reason I bought this one in the first place was to take photos of products. Like, for another channel I've got, I have it. Don't use it anymore, really. It's a toy collectibles business. I was making 3D printed action figures and stuff, and so I thought about taking cool photos, print out, and ship along with them. Neat idea, right? However, it's the quality was just not up to my standard. It's not great, and I'm all about, like, I don't know, impact. Pun intended there. If I'm going to give away something like that. So I saw a review of this, and the picture out of this is just the same, not great. However, this has a Bluetooth connectivity function, and you can connect your phone and use it as a printer, and you can get much better quality out of it. Definitely better than this. Still pretty good, but not amazing to my standards. That is, my standards are pretty high, I will say that. And they're over there. I'm not going to dig them out and show you. And so I printed out some of them. People liked it, but I never continued it because the Homestead film. The paper for this is the same price, actually a little bit more expensive than a pack of Instax White. It's $1 a picture for this. So you get 20 photos for $20. That's too expensive. I'd rather do instant photography than this. So it just sits here. I need to sell it. It's still good. I mean, it does a good job for the right person. It's just not right for me. Same with this. It's great. It looks cool on camera. That's kind of why I still have it. Like, I'll throw it up on, like, you know, like thumbnails and stuff with when I do cameras and things. It stands out from the background. Really looks cool, but it's not great. I wouldn't recommend getting it. There is a printer's version of this, not a camera, and I'm curious to see if it does a better job. I would assume it does, because the camera on this thing is just like a webcam, like from the 90s. I'll give it a little bit more credit than that. It's from like the early 2000s, maybe like early flip phone camera phones. Remember when they were called camera phones? Like, it's like that quality. If you know what I'm talking about. You should make a video of the process. I currently have to pay like $20 for one roll. Yeah, I will. The dark room. I mean, where are you taking those? Walgreens? Because I know people do that with Walgreens. And if you go to Walgreens and give them photos, they do not develop that stuff in-house anymore. They receive it and then send it off to their photo lab, the one place that does it all. And you pay a little bit more for it. You might as well send it to a dedicated photography place like Darkroom. They specialize in it. Like, they're professionals. This is their passion. People at Walgreens, This isn't their passion. This is just their job. So they're, I mean, it's like going to Walmart. I don't even think Walmart has it anymore, but they had a photo development area. They're gonna do their thing and that's it. They're not gonna work with you. They're just gonna like, oh, you screwed this shot up. I'm not gonna try and help you get it fixed. Because if you overexpose your shots, the darkroom, especially if you're printing it, they're gonna print it like the best they can get, like onto, you know, paper. Like if you know the process of how that works, they're actually gonna try and get a good image for you. If you take it to a place like Walgreens or wherever, they're probably not gonna care. They're not gonna try. So they're just gonna do their job and go home. Yeah. So there you go. I know, tangent. Sent to a place that cares. And the darkroom does a great job. I highly recommend them. Yeah, it can get expensive. How many rolls you're doing? Like I said, it's like $12 a roll. So, yeah. There should be a way for us to lower Polaroid's film price. It's getting nearly. Yeah, I know. So that's why I'm excited for the Polaroid Go, because the cost is down and you get more photos. Well, the cost is the same, but you get more photos. But the photos are going to be smaller. But that's great, because if you look at Fuji, the Fuji Instax Mini is their most popular camera, the most popular film like they make in instant photography world. But Polaroid, people don't shoot it as much because it's expensive. So this is their way of like competing with them and getting more people into the craft. And it's bigger. So that's pretty cool. And I think this is going to be a great thing for getting more people involved in it, because the more people involved in it, the more they're going to put out, and the more, well, the less, hopefully, things are going to come down, or less priced. Things might get cheaper. Supply and demand, you know what I'm saying? And so the Go, I think, is going to be a game changer. That's my prediction. Because more people can buy it than afford it. Because even if the casual people are starting to buy it, that's a lot of money in Polaroid's pocket just for casual people. And so maybe they can allocate, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, time and effort into some of the more higher end stuff, because they got the cash to do it. So that's my plan. But I know what you mean. I feel it right here. If you saw my video, who sent that? Yeah. So yeah. If you didn't see the video I posted yesterday, the thumbnail is me laying next to all those packs of film. That is nearly 95% real. I use a lot of film by Polaroid. The only thing that's fake about that is the two stacks. The one on each end. Because I couldn't frame it up just right, and it just had this weird gap, so I added two stacks. The rest of that's all real. So yeah, I know what you mean. But also, I didn't pay full price for all that stuff. And I going to show you how to get that stuff, you know, for a good deal. If you haven't seen that video, consider checking it out. It'll help you with, or at least beginning to help you with how to source and find good deals to keep your hobby going. That video is just the tease for that. But definitely in that video, I show you how I do it. So if you haven't seen it, consider checking it out. I think it could help you. You should definitely do a review of the Polaroid Go. Believe me, I will. And because I've been on the hunt. Every time I go to Target, which is actually fairly frequently, I check. Regardless, if I'm there, I check for film, see what they got, and I usually pick up a pack or two, because it's becoming harder to find. More people are getting involved, which is great. But believe me, that video will be coming. I'm very excited. I'm hoping Target screws up and puts it out early, and I can snatch it up and get it. I say Target because I think Polaroid has a good deal with them, because Target tends to have more of their products over other stores. Them and Best Buy. Those are the best two places to get Polaroid stuff, other than directly from Polaroid. So there you go. But yeah. Oh, I missed your other comment. Oh my god, I do go to Walgreens. I was thinking of quitting because of the price, but I'll go to the darkroom. Yeah, go. The business is called thedarkroom.com. That's their name. And if you go to their site, order, and you can send it in as it is, but definitely order a request and order for a envelope. They'll send you an envelope for free, and then you put your film in there. You can, I don't remember how many. I might have an order form over there. Oh, I can see it. Let me grab it. I can see it. Oh wait, this might not be it. This is it. This is not it. Dang it. Oh, hang on. But here's the, here you go. Ah. I'll leave you with that while I grab the other thing. I don't know if this is what I'm looking for. Hello, I pushed the wrong button. Hey, how's it going? Here's not what I was looking for. I don't think. They usually send another envelope with your order, so you always have one. And I know I have one over there somewhere, but it comes with an order form, and you have to manually fill it out. That's the only thing that's kind of a bummer. I'm sure you can do it online too, but you have to manually fill out and do your own math. And then throw it in, but it also shows how many you can mail in at a time, and I can't seem to find it. But hey, why don't we take a look at some photos? Hey, these are my first photos I ever took with film. Let's show them off. I shot all these with 120 on the Yashica D. Apparently I took 2. Oh yeah, because I didn't know. I was just learning. I took these with different settings, but they came out the same, because that's why I was telling you about this place. One was overexposed, one of them was underexposed, and as you can see, they're relatively identical in exposure, because the darkroom, when they're making these, they developed it and they print them. There's a process you can do to bring back detail when you re-expose them to film. So that's what they do. They take their time to actually do it. This is another example. I did it twice. They're basically exactly the same photo. Yeah, these were my first ones I ever took. This is, yeah, with the Yashica D. Or Yashica. Yashica D. I guess you can see me. Here we go. Ooh, there we go. It's really in there. These were all taken down by downtown Vancouver, Washington. This is the Fort Vancouver. It's old trading posts from like back in the day. It's a reproduction. The real one has been gone for a very long time. Apparently took 2 of those, or I did 2 there as well. Oh yeah, because the sun was shining. I think I was wanting to see the difference in frames. And then I skipped a frame by accident. Accidentally did a double exposure. That was right after this one. I thought I had turned it and I didn't. So I took 2 shots, then I don't know what I did, but I screwed it up. Ooh, this was one of the good ones. That one was decent. It was a little overexposed in the highlights there. Yep, did that twice apparently. It's double exposure. Yeah. Ooh, this is one of my favorites from this roll. This is my favorite Mexican restaurant in Vancouver. If you're ever in this area, check them out. They're amazing. They unfortunately don't have their buffet open anymore, because on Tuesdays they do Taco Tuesday, and they would have this like unlimited taco buffet from like 11 to 2 o'clock or something like that. Oh my god, so good. But since COVID hit, I don't think they do it anymore. But if you're ever in the area, check them out. They got some good tacos. Oh, I did that one twice too. Found the good one. Yeah, these are my first. I swear, this one I think should be an album cover for a band. I don't know why. It just reminds me of some album cover, like the Black Keys. They're one of my favorite bands actually of all time. But I could see this being like the cover one of their albums. What do you think? That was a good one too. This has just turned into something interesting. Anyway, those are the first 2 rolls I ever shot with 120 film. That was fun. Alright. And so when you do, I'm not sponsored by the Darkroom by any means, but you get them in an envelope, and they'll number them. So this is roll number 1, this is roll number 2, and inside you get, it's over there, but there's a CD that goes in here. I was using it for a project, so it's fine in here. And then you get a list of the photos from that roll, and then you get your negatives back, like so, cut and everything. I highly recommend them. Again, not a sponsor, but the darkroom is a much better option than Walgreens. And yeah, in some Walgreens, I don't know exactly, but I'm pretty sure all Walgreens now, they don't do it in-house. You have to wait for it. I think the days of 1 hour photos are gone, unless you find a local shop. I know the darkroom is pretty popular, and they can't turn things that fast anymore. But if you find like a small mom and pop photography place, I think there's a place here near me in Portland that does it. But they're a little more expensive. But I think the 1 hour photo days are gone. What's this one? I think I know. Wait, that's this one. Oh my god. Is that this one? I'm sorry guys if you guys are totally bored and don't want to see any of this. Is this roll? Oh my god, it is. Should I show you this? I was going to do a video on this. I never did. I'll show it. You guys are the true viewers. I'll give you a little something. Alright, this roll of film that you're about to see. There's not much. But yes, perfect. So this is what I'm talking about, the order form from Darkroom. It'll tell you how many photos. So I'm going to go with that right now since that's what technically I'm here for. You can mail in up to 8 rolls of 35mm, 120, 110, APS, or one single use camera, basically a disposable camera, at a time. So there's your answer to that. And then, yeah, so you always, it's prepaid, so you just drop it in, you don't have to pay for it to be shipped. Alright, so I'm going to do this real quick, guys. These are from a disposable camera that I found in my garage that's from like when I was in high school, possibly middle school. Yeah, some of them didn't come out, they're just gone. They didn't develop. So I think 1 or 2 of them was from when I was in middle school, but they were toast. Actually, some of them are from here, just to show you. I found this in my garage like, when was that, like 8 months ago, something like that. So here's the first one, super exciting. I shot a couple because there was still some film left in it. And so I shot, this is my living room right now downstairs. All you can see is my lamp. I have no idea what that one was. And then I went outside and shot one of me. This was actually probably 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Yeah, probably. Because every now and then I would find it and I'm like, oh, I'd take some photos and then forget about it, and then find it again and like, oh, I'll shoot some more photos and forget about it. So it was like a time capsule. Here, this is outside my house right now. I don't know what's going on there, but save that one. Here's another just toasted one. I'm gonna save some of these. Oh my god, there's a really cool one in here. This is my backyard. And if you want a clearer view of this, that is a cemetery. That's my backyard. My backyard's a cemetery. Yeah. I'm bummed about these ones. But here are some of the cool ones. Oh my gosh. These are amazing. I'm bummed about this one, but it's okay because I have another one. This is me. I have no idea why I have this on, but here's me in like 8th grade, maybe. That's Jessica. This is middle school. I don't know why I have that scarf thing. No idea. Apparently there was another one, but their finger was in the way. And then I found these. These are from when I moved in here into the place I live now, which I've lived into this place 9 years, maybe. Probably 9 years, 10 years, something like that. we used to be married. This is my ex-wife. When we were moving in, it's kind of wild. Yeah, so these are my vinyls, but you'll see what I mean, what that means in a little bit. But I was hanging these vinyls in on the wall in the room, because I had these set up in my my parents' house. Here's a photo of my old room when I was living with my parents, when I was moving out of my parents' house. Look at that mess. That was my old room. I had a guitar that was being held together by duct tape. There's just so much to unpack here. Oh my gosh. So funny. My Leatherman jacket. Oof. A random shot of my desk, apparently. That's my old wallet. I still have that keychain somewhere. I don't know what that is. What is that? Cleaning, maybe? I don't know what that is. And then here's my photo wall of my friends and things from my parents. This is when I was packing. That's why it's trashed. And then this one's really funny too. Look at that. Look at that monitor. Look at that computer monitor. Holy crap. That is hilarious. I know. I'm digressing. It's hardcore. And then the blank one. Okay. I didn't expect to find those. Sorry if I bored you guys. But I was gonna make a video about this, and I think I still will, because I'm gonna be doing a wait, there's one more here. Oh, it's just a list of photos. But I'm going to be doing a disposable camera series, so maybe I'll do it on this, when I do this one. I'll do, and I have another one from New York that I did. I'll do I did shoot a little intro for this to set it up. So, that's funny. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up, guys. I know I probably bored you. I didn't expect to go down this rabbit hole. I just found them over there. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I really, really appreciate you. I got some fun stuff on the way, as you can tell. Been very busy. Fun projects. Maybe I'll keep this shot. I didn't really use it today that much. It did come in handy, though, when a camera decided to quit on me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to check back next week for the next live show and some fun videos that will be coming out next week, aka the full in-depth review of the Mint SLR 670S. So we got that to look forward to. Guys, love you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye. Now get out there. Make some art. Bye.